Alright, what's going on, my dudes? It's your boy ZTL, coming at you with an event guide for Guda Guda 4. This is an event that I've played twice over in the JP version of the game, and I think people might have been overhyping it because of Mao Nobu and getting Kagetora, and it's certainly a good event for that. I mean, Mao Nobu is very popular, and I understand the hype behind Adami Mami Nobu, but and also not to downplay Kagetora. Kagetora is very good. If nothing else, you farm this event to just get Kagetora, because whether you're a whale or a free-to-play player, especially if you're more on like the free-to-play side, she's gonna crush whatever's in front of her. She's a very, very solid servant. I'll probably do a video on her, I don't know, probably tomorrow or something. I'm actually planning on going on a trip soon, so I gotta start like pre-making some of these videos. But don't worry, the daily content never stops. Speaking of, if you enjoy FGO content, you know, I upload these videos every single day, and all I ask for in return is a like on the video, a subscribe to the channel, maybe click that join button if you're feeling extra feisty, but you know, all that good stuff. We're gonna just kind of talk about this. It's not a really hard event by any means. Literally all you're doing is you're going around Japan, right? What is it? Is it under this? Yeah, okay, right here. This is what I wanted to show. You're going around Japan, and you're basically conquering this little area that you're in. You know, you farm up these materials that allows you to like unlock different castles, which gives you more territory. The more territory you conquer, the more NPCs you get access to, and those NPCs are very useful for these quests, right? Like one of the ones that I don't know, I'll point out. Where is the Sitanai one? Because the Sitanai one is probably like the blatant like easiest one to explain, because like there's not a whole lot of like mad gimmicks going on. But it's like, okay, so these Nobus hit you with insane crit damage. Like, they're guaranteed to crit, and they're going to do massive crit damage to you. And you're like, well, if I don't have, you know, any servant that can live a 300% up crit, you know, hit, like, there's no way I'm going to get through this quest, right? I can't take all this damage. But once you unlock the Sitanai, she just passively lowers all of their crit damage by 500%. Basically meaning there's absolutely no way they can actually kill you. I mean, aside from you just being negligent and them just, you know, kind of having beefy HP. But come on, like, what isn't Emiya's like a rate up servant? Just bring Emiya, or like, I don't know, even Arash could probably take out like half their health or something. So it's like, you basically, that's the whole name of the game. You're going around, you're unlocking castles, you're getting more NPCs to help you out. These NPCs, I keep calling them NPCs, but you unlock these servants, and these servants do help you out in a lot of these quests. They bring some passive skill with them. Medea is kind of one of my favorite ones because she just rapid charges NP, and I think that's super broken. But I mean, it's not even that, but like the caliber of servant that's on, like, I don't know, not rate up, but I guess event damage bonus, I guess that's what we'll call it, is very, very good. And I think that always determines how good an event's going to be, is when you look at the event bonus servants. If the servants that you have to pull from aren't the best, you're going to be in a hard time. You know, it's going to be a rough event for you. But for one, if you pull Mao Nobu, you pretty much coast through the entire event. Because who needs to like 3-turn farm? She'll basically just with like buster cards poke somebody and kill them, right? And it makes a lot of the harder content way easier because she already does pretty decent damage. Then you give her just a permanent 100% damage buff, and she's just mauling through the entire game. Even if you don't pull Mao Nobu, someone on your friends list already's probably got her like level 100 max, you know, foed and everything, and you just bring that. You know, once you finish leveling up Kagetora, she'll destroy any beefy mob in the entire game. You know, especially in this event, right? She'll just destroy them. So you're gonna have an easy time for that. But then outside of that, I mean, if you've been playing for any decent amount of time, you probably have this Nobu, and usually her damage is a bit lacking. You know, she really relies on like the divine and riding damage that she gets, but this gives her just free 50%, and it actually means that this Nobu actually does pretty good damage, can be very good for farming. Okita Altar, if you have her, is also going to be so good here, because one of the things that I think she struggles with is doing damage, but this gives her like a very big damage steroid so that you can actually use her in most quests. And being an alter ego means if there's casters, riders, zerks, assassins, anything along those lines, you can bring her to that, and she becomes a very flexible farmer for you. Again, if you've also been playing for a decent amount of time, Cha-Cha is going to be very good as an AoE berserker, especially if you're kind of hurting for servants. You're like, oh, I can't really build my team comp very well. You know, you have Cha-Cha, you pop her NP skill, you have it, you know, get some NP generated for her. So hopefully by wave 3, she should be able to clear it, because she's not only a berserker that does decent damage, but also has a pretty decent beefy steroid right here. So not only that, You also have some pretty decent ones under the 30%, like Emiya and like Artoria Alter, like they already do pretty decent damage. So getting this basically just guarantees that you're going to be slapping them in any farming node that you can. You know, you might even be able to get away with bringing them neutral to some areas, especially if you have like higher NP versions of both of these. Nero, I think this really helps her out a lot because Nero doesn't hit very hard. Unfortunately, you might struggle to slap her into some team comps because she's an art servant, and you know there's not a lot of 3-turn farming comps right now for arts. There are some, but it's just not as prevalent, right? You're probably just going to be using Scotty, and so you might struggle to get like Tamamos or someone to kind of help her out, but you can make it work. I mean, you could basically, if you just have all event damage bonus servants, you could just probably like give them starting charge CEs and then just slap up their NPs and blow people up, right? Medusa is going to very well benefit from this as well, because as a 3-star, she doesn't hit like super hard, but she's compatible with what is it? Imaginary element. I get element and around always mixed up. I believe the 75% CE is element, so she's compatible with that. So actually no, she has like a 20% battery, doesn't she? She's not 25%. I think you need to give her an extra 5%. Let me double check before someone's like, wait a minute, what's wrong with my Medusa? Let me just double check. Hey, yo. Okay. Yo, what's up with the FGO wiki, man? They're trying to fight me on trying to get this 3rd skill. There we go. Okay, it is 20%. Okay. So yeah, you will need to give her like an extra 5% if you have this max limit broken. But still, she can be very good because her damage is already acceptable for a 3-star. So then if you can give her like this extra 30% and then just find a way to give her that gauge, she'll be fine. That might be compatible with like a Merlin setup if you have like her for wave 1 and she has like a 50% CE or something like that. I don't know. You guys will figure out how to make it work. 60%, give her like the Bodhisattva CE. I don't know. You guys get the general gist. The servants here are not bad for farming. I mean, you have very decent options here, right? So it's not bad. And then the actual quests themselves, I mean, as long as you go through the main quest and you farm and get all of these guys, you can have a pretty easy time getting through this, because like they're all designed for you to like bring the specific dude and then just destroy them, right? Like it's really easy if you just kind of slowly gotta go through the event, make sure you're unlocking everybody, and you'll be absolutely fine. The challenge quest, I mean, it's not too unbearably hard. I mean, you might be like, oh my goodness, big berserker. It's spoiler alert, it's this big dude right here, yeah. And I mean, like, if you don't burn him down pretty quick, oh, I X'd out of that. If you don't burn this dude out like pretty quickly, maybe you'll have some trouble. But come on, dude, like, just we're in the Scotty era. Like, where's the damage bonus people again? Where are they? We're in the Scotty era. Just bring Okita, bring Kagetora. You have strong single target dudes in here. You can bring, I don't know, like Izo. You probably have like a max grilled Izo on your friends list. Bring him. Emiya Alter will do fine. You know, I don't know if I'd recommend bringing Yalter, but you could probably do fine here. Like bring Medea and just suppress him the entire time. Ushi could do good work here. Ku can actually do good work here. Like, come on, like, we've got the tools to handle this. It's not like too hard. Don't let it go on too long, because he can start stacking defense and get annoying, but then you can just bring a Pierce defense CE and get around it. You know what I'm saying? So just like, don't be like, oh my goodness, it's 1.5 million HP. Like, don't freak out, dude. Like, it's not that hard. Just blow him up. All right. Slap on some event damage CEs, you know, get in there, blow this man up, get yourself your Kagetora, and you're gonna be all right. I did want to look at the command codes and just kind of point out, like, these are not bad, right? Like, I think this one's good, just for free, piercing invincibility. The only kind of off thing about it is that you only get it for one card. And so while I do think this has, like, some pretty decent utility, you might as well just bring, like, you know, the Altera CE that we got for Christmas that one time that gives you pierce invincibility and 50% starting gauge. Or the what is it, a 50% starting gauge and 30% damage to divine. You know, no, not that. I'm sorry, I'm still in Lost Belt 4 mode, because we were facing we were doing the Arjuna Ultra and the tree battle in the Twitch. You know, link down below, go check that out if you want to see me stream FGO content. But regardless, there are pierce invincibility CEs. You guys get what I'm trying to say, that there's pierce invincibility CEs you can use that will function better because they just give that to all of your attacks instead of just one. But I mean, it's nice. It's not bad. This, I think, is actually pretty useful because it can kind of like, say you have a servant like, I don't know, like Rama or somebody. Someone just, I don't know, bad. That's a bad choice. Say you have someone like Ereshkigal, way better, who has like one really powerful arts card, right? And you really need to get arts crits on them so they can refund their NP. Slap this on her arts card and it makes it way better, right? Because you're helping her to get arts crits. So you're kind of helping ensure that she's gonna be able to get those, right? Although star absorption by 100% is not a whole lot to be working with, but I mean, for someone like Ereshkigal, who's a Lancer who has fine star weight, that should be enough to get her like almost guaranteed star pull on that. Not guaranteed, but you know what I'm saying. It'll help her out. And then this, I think, is good on characters like, well, obviously, Nobu characters that all have like anti-divine damage. I think you can put this on like Enkidu as well, because Enkidu functions pretty well as like an anti-divine like boss servant because he can stun them. So I think you can put this on them and it'll really help them out. I think this could also be good on Mao Nobu's Buster cards because she doesn't have any base crit damage. So giving her this could really help out her damage, could actually help give her that little bit of extra crit damage to, you know, push her a little over the edge. Because as I said in the video, like she's not bad. She's just kind of mid. Like she's not all that. Like she's missing one more buff. Like maybe her third skill gets buffed and then she's kind of there. You know, I don't exactly know what it is. She's just missing things, you know what I'm saying? So maybe slapping on that on her could help her out. I wanted to also look at the event CEs as well, so people know like, oh, so this is what this event CE does. So you get, first of all, you get this banging CE. Like, look at this, bro. You get, screw Okita Altar, bro. Look at Medusa. Look, we stand Medusa here on this channel because Medusa's an absolute baddie, dude. I don't know how many of you guys watched Heaven's Feel, especially the movie 2 and 3. Medusa's a bit more prominent, but bro, like, that's a sheesh moment if I've ever seen one. But so you get this baddie CE, and then I mean, this is kind of like, who cares about all this? Like, it's kind of stinky. This is what you care about for the event: an additional 200% damage. So that's kind of why I say, you know, slap this on an Okita, bring double Scotty, and just destroy that challenge quest, or just anything. You know, maybe you don't have your own Scotty, but maybe you got a waiver. Hell, even Hans probably works for that. You know, you could bring just somebody to support your main attacker, slap this on your main DPS, and just obliterate everything in this node. And you should be pretty much fine. All right, so I think with that being said, I think I've kind of said everything I want to say about the event. There's not, it's not hard. Like, I don't want you guys to be like, oh my goodness, what'll I do? Like, just treat it like any other event. This isn't anything like super special. This is not like Seraph, right? Where you gotta have like 400 billion missions to make sure you get the unit, right? It's like, no. Like, just take the event nice and slow, do a little bit here and there, make progress every day, and you'll be able to comfortably finish the event, you know, just take it slow, relax. It's not that serious. It's a nice a nice event, right? They gave us kind of a mellow, cool thing to do before they throw us back into the summer events. Because remember, Summer 3's coming back up, and that's where you need to freak out. Because that's where you have like 3-point ladders, and that's where we're going to have to, you know, spin our heads, and I'm going to have to yell at you guys to be like, we got to get the stuff done, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys, let me know what you guys think of the event so far. I know it's been out for about, what, like a day-ish or something like that? So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day. Peace. Late, guys.